I used to avoid conversations, overthink everything I said, and stick to my comfort zone. But then I realized something. Being introverted doesn't mean I can't thrive socially. It just means I need to approach it differently. In this video, I'll share practical steps I've used to break through the perception that people had of me as an introvert to becoming much more confident in social situations and much more outgoing. I think one of the main reasons that introverts struggle is that for many introverts, it's easy to stay in your bubble. Socializing feels draining, and awkward moments, they stick in your mind for days. I used to ruminate over things that I say or should have said. For so many nights, they would actually keep me from falling asleep at night when I was in my teens. That just meant I didn't really want to go out and socialize with people because it was much easier just to play some video games at home and just hide away. And this often creates a very bad overthinking loop where we often replay every word we say, wondering, did it come off weird? Did I sound stupid? But this overanalysis, it only makes things so much worse. And being introverted isn't bad. It's just a personality trait. There are so many very successful people that are introverts. But the thing is, if you don't challenge yourself socially, it's gonna hold you back from opportunities, relationships, and a lot of personal growth. I realized myself I had to push my comfort zone on a daily basis in order to break this pattern that I had of being very quiet and shy and not very talkative. So step one is I want you to embrace the awkward moments. I actually started doing awkward things on purpose. I had the social freedom program that I took where we had to do some social freedom exercises that were very, very much out of my comfort zone. I remember the first one was just going down at a public place, usually the city center. That's what most people did. And then we would just clap. Like I would actually just go and just do this for 3 minutes, and you have no clue. Actually, you can probably imagine how many people were looking and taking photos and videos of me just going and clapping there like an idiot. And it was horrifying doing that, but I felt amazing afterwards. I just broke a barrier in terms of not wanting to have the spotlight on me, not wanting to be seen. And it was the first step of many in order to become much more adept socially and being able to embrace these non-perfect and sometimes awkward moments. So one thing you can try in the situation, if you do something you think is cringe, just tell yourself, that's on purpose. I just wanted to have fun. And this simple mindset shift, it'll help you stop overthinking and move on. So I've been told that I have a pretty nice singing voice, a very soft voice, a very pop-ish voice, but quite often I still don't use it that much. Sometimes I'm in the mood for singing when people are around, and the mindset of I just want to have fun and I'm doing this on purpose, that helps me break through this pattern of being able to do something that might be a little awkward in front of some people. So reframing this situation can be really key here. If you really want to become better at meeting people and better socially, better at handling these awkward moments, it comes through repetition. My old mentor used to call it exposure therapy. It's basically just you keep exposing yourself more and more to these moments, and the less they'll end up bothering you. You're slowly expanding your tolerance for social discomfort and your comfort zone in general. And suddenly people will start telling you, wow, you've really matured. It seems like something has happened to you recently. That's what happened to me after I spent 6 months just trying to push my comfort zone and expand my tolerance for social discomfort. And next, realize that you're being very egotistical by telling yourself, I'm introverted, I'm shy, I can't speak in these situations. And don't get mad at me for saying this, because the reason I'm saying this is that you're often stuck in your own head as an introvert. I know this. I still get that a lot in social situations. I get overwhelmed, I look around, my eyes start darting around everywhere. And the trick here is, try to put your energy into the other person and not yourself. Listen fully to what they're saying. If you're talking to someone and you feel a bit nervous, and don't think about what you're gonna say next. Just try to be present, be in the moment. That'll help you take off the focus from you to them. When you're genuinely present, conversations, they flow much more naturally anyway. People appreciate feeling heard, and they really don't appreciate if you don't listen actively and you forget important details. I've had situations like that where my girlfriend has told me, I already told you that, and I was apparently in my head at the time, so I didn't hear it. Doing it this way takes off a lot of pressure for you to quote-unquote perform. And if you're really nervous, a pro tip here is try to not make eye contact and then summarize what they said before you respond. You'll get some time to think if you really need it. It's a simple but a really powerful tactic. I want you to start small. Don't aim to be the life of the party right away. Just begin with a couple of casual interactions, say hi to the barista, chat with a coworker, or make some small talk at the gym. And then make sure to celebrate the small wins. Every single interaction is progress. I remember when I tried to get better at socializing, I would go out and wander the streets for days and days and not talk to anyone. because I was trying to put it off. I wanted everything to be perfect, and even those times where you're just out there trying to talk to anyone, even if you don't talk to anyone that day because you're feeling socially anxious, that's still a win that you got out of your apartment. And realize that over time, these small wins, they add up, even if you feel like they were failures. And you might think, is this even worth it? Right? Putting in that much effort to become better at socializing, do I even want that? I want to tell you, it's very worth it. People, they multiply your potential. When you connect with others, you open doors to new opportunities, support, and there's a lot of fulfillment to get from sharing this journey of life with other great people. And honestly, achieving your goals is just easier with the right people by your side. I have accountability partners that I talk with on a regular basis, and we share our wins, our challenges, our lessons, our struggles. And having somebody to discuss this with really helps to propel all of us forward. And then realize that even though they are hard work, relationships, they bring genuine joy. Even as an introvert, I found that meaningful relationships make life so much richer. Many years ago, I thought, I just want to have a ton of friends. I want to become a social butterfly, and it doesn't matter if they're shallow or anything like that, but as I grow older, I realize it's not about having tons of friends, it's about having the right ones. You'll most likely never get the right ones if you never leave your comfort zone and never take that step to be a little awkward sometimes and be a little uncomfortable when you don't feel like it. And realize that being introverted isn't a limitation, it's just a different starting point from the totally outgoing extroverts that can score all the girls and get all the friends they want. But by embracing awkward moments, by focusing on others, and exposing yourself to social situations, you can thrive just as much as they do. Let me know in the comments if you have any interesting stories about how you've become more outgoing, how you've expanded your comfort zone, or if you're still struggling.